Hello, everybody. It's Rusty Champaign here with you, and we're back once again in the wonderful world of Plant Nursery Simulator. Now, we are at the point where we are just about ready to start having some big veggies that are going to be ready to be harvested. They're like one day away from the world of big veggies. So yeah, we got some potatoes here, got some bell peppers, we've got some banana peppers, and we've got some eggplant that are all one day away. So today we've got a lot of work to do just to make sure that we have everything ready for them to actually be in the store. Because right now we don't have anything set up for them and we need to fix that. So we're going to try and figure out exactly what we want to do. I may start getting some of those new shelves that were available, like the ones that can hold a bunch of things, and maybe I'll start putting those over there on that wall. That's a possibility. So we're still kind of thinking about what we want to do there, or I just might move all these over and just have another row of veggies just on the opposite side of these. So that's another option, and I almost like that option as well, just because then everything stays uniform with all the veggies. So that may be the other plan as well. Right now, none of these plans make any difference if I don't actually get to the point where we're actually getting the store running. So let's do that. Day 55. Store is open for your convenience. And let's take a look here. So we currently have, what do we have? One, two, three, four, counting with Rusty, five, six, seven, eight, nine. So we would have nine types of veggies right now, and of course we're going to get four more, which means I'm going to have 13. Because of course I'd have to have 13 if I do that. So yeah, so I could have like seven and six, I guess. So yeah, maybe I just move some of these over and end up with seven and six. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Is it the best thing? Nah, maybe not. But I'm going to do this anyway. So we're going to take these, kind of line them up like this. I want to make sure these are lined up so that way. Nope, I'm actually going to move this over one slot that way. Okay, so now they're lined up. So yeah, we're going to go with like having seven and six. So I'm just going to move these over one spot like this. And we'll have four, we'll go five. And this will give me a chance to get them away from the door a little bit as well. So there's going to be seven. And then we're going to take these others and start swinging them around like this. And then we'll have one that is not by the door. Now, I could really get cheeky and I could try and split the middle with this. So maybe I'll do that and just really be cheeky. I think that that's actually kind of halfway. I think it is. I mean, it looks pretty close. So, yeah, I'll do that. So, and then I'll have seven on one side, six on the other side. And that'll actually kind of look halfway decent. Okay, maybe, kind of, sort of. And then we'll put four new ones right over here for when we have our new plants tomorrow. Yeah, we got all the people that are looking for the stuff that is still growing. Just give me a day. We'll have it. If you just be a little more patient, that's all you got to do. Just have a little more patience and it'll all be fine. So 4 square fruit stands. I did not buy them because I did not hit that. And again, these are going to go right over here. These are going to be for our big veggies. So we will have those all ready to rock come tomorrow on day 56. And I'll have to make sure I go in and change all the colors on all those as well, which will be no problem. Now, they shouldn't be putting anything in there. No, they won't, because they don't see what goes in there. So they won't touch those because they don't know what they're for. And our restockers will not use any, they will not put anything on a shelf if it does not have a tag. So they will leave that alone, which is good. Now, this in terms of customization, it is, if I go to customize, I forget what kind of customization that is. I think it's just the wood in general. No, it's the furniture. And I think it's these, so it's going to be cherry wood. It's what I did there. So now those all look the same. I do also want to get another round of these set up. So we're going to set up another round of all of the things in here and another round of all the things that are in here, because we are really getting run over pretty hard with the amount of veggies that are being bought at this point. That trinket that we got really did a number on us. because everybody loves the veggies now, and I mean that's great that they do, but it's definitely causing us some issues in terms of being able to provide everyone with all the veggies that they want. So we do have to kind of work on that. That's why I have this one greenhouse. It was there to take care of everything that we had in here. So we're gonna set this up as a duplicate of the one that is. So this and this one are going to be duplicates. That's what I'm trying to say. Now I know, set it up where I have these outside. Someone had said that I could just take those and put them outside. I like having them inside. Again, personal preference, so mileage may vary, but that's just kind of the way I like having them set up here. So we will need 6 more tables and a whole bunch more pots to start working on those. So let's start getting all that put into place. So if we go back to the shop, go back to furniture, and get 6 more gardening stands and 2 more empty box racks just as a start for everything back here. And unfortunately, these do not go on the dolly. So we do have to run these in one at a time, but that's okay. We're going to start getting all this stuff set up back here. Try and keep it away from that pipe just for some semblance of reality there, or realism. And then, yeah, this will all be what we have. So this is going to be our... Actually, this is... No, this is the... Not for this one. This is going to be for all the new stuff that we got, I think. And why is that not sitting next to that? It should. It absolutely should. Oh, maybe not. I guess not. So, no, that's fine. So that is actually going to be... Yeah, that's going to be duplicating this. So this is the garlic. Yeah, the garlic, broccoli, lettuce... turnips, onions, and bok choy. Yeah, so it is duplicating that. Because right now I've only got one of each of those growing, and that's the thing that's hurting me. So that's why I've got to get a duplicate of all that. That was the main reason why I did this. Now it makes a little more sense in terms of why we were going through that entire process. Because there are only 6... that one round of veggies that we got, where there were 6 different veggies in that round, and that's what happened. So that's why we got to do this. Okay. So we'll get all of this set up. And that can go there. I believe that's pretty even with that. I think so. Got over $7,000, which is good. It's going to take me most of today to get this all finished, I think. And then we'll have the gardeners take care of it from here once I get all the basics set up. All right, so there's all the tables ready to go. The day is over. Now they're just taking care of the cashiers are taking care of the last customers. So we're going to go ahead and start getting all the grow pots. I don't even know how many we need. So does it say how many come in one of these packages? It does not. So I never remember. I'm going to start with 4. See if that's going to be enough. Of course, I could have looked on the shelf there and seen. Just by looking at one of the boxes to see how many there. And I did not do that, so that's on me. Just not looking. But that's all right. So these are going to get set here. So I've got 96. That might be enough. That may be short. I'm trying to think, because there's going to be 32 of these that go on a shelf. Yeah, so I need... oh, and I need another garbage can here, too. So I got to buy another trash can. So I need, let's see, 32 times 6 is 192. So I need 4 more entire boxes of these, basically. So this is going to be enough to do one entire side. Is it? Yeah, it's going to be enough to do one entire side. So I'm going to have to get 4 more boxes of these to get the other side done. Not a problem. All right, so those are good. Let's buy 4 more boxes. So we're doing, what are we doing? Small grow pots, 4. Had a small blank moment there. I was doing a thing. I don't remember what the thing is, but I was doing a thing. We're going to put those there. They're thankfully taking a whole bunch of boxes and throwing it in those box racks that we have sitting outside, up on the out on the street. So they're already filling those up with boxes for this one that's going to go in this greenhouse. Mighty nice of them to do that. Okay. Then we'll just need some soil. We'll need some seeds. I will have to get a couple more storage racks for having seeds out here, just to duplicate it, just so the gardeners don't have to do that much walking. And it won't hurt to have those extra seeds anyway. All right, there's that. And then lastly, those. All right, so the grow pots are done. Now let's see how much soil I've got back here. I think I can probably take some of this soil and use this for back here. So let's set this here. Open it up first. So open and then drop. And then let's start taking the soil and filling these up. Because I don't think that they'll fill up I don't think they'll fill up the pots. It'd be nice if they would, but I don't think they do that. And I think that filled up 20. Yeah, this filled up 20 of them. So I'm going to need like 10 bags of that. And I don't think there are 10 bags in here. I think there's 8 bags in here, and they took it away. Don't take it away. Where did it go? Did they put it up on the shelf? What did they do with it? Did they take the rest of it and put it on a shelf? I don't know. Like, where did you go with my soil? I had it. It was right there, and they walked away with my soil. I was going to need more anyway, so let's get a couple. Let's do that. It seems like they walked away with one of mine. And if so, that's fine. I'll get another one. And hopefully they'll leave it alone. I'm going to maybe take it and throw it. Oh, no, I put it right there. Oh, gosh, mine is a terrible thing to lose. I thought it was sitting outside. I really thought it was sitting outside. I don't know what happened there. Because I remember I had all the bags over there. Oh, man. It's a professional streamer at work here. Just like that. Oh, well, if nothing else, I got another box that's going to have to go. It'll go back into our storage rack because this box is going to run out anyway. So that's fine. It's not really a loss in the end, in the big scheme of things. Right, those are good. That's all set. So yeah, I need basically 5 more bags. Well, 4 and a partial will do it. And then we got to get all of our seeds for this. We can use some of the seeds that we've got there now just to get the entire process started. And let our gardeners get to work. Okay, now that box is empty, so they should go ahead and get rid of that box momentarily. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll leave it alone. Okay. And now I can take my other box that I've got right there and start working on it. Where'd my box go? Oh, it's right there. Yep, maroon. What a maroon you are, Rusty. Just an absolute maroon. Such tunnel vision you have. It's amazing how that happens. Okay. Yeah, 1 more bag, and that will be it. And then we'll just have to throw the rest of it away. I mean, we could save it for later, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's no big deal. It's not that much there. So that's done. Now we're going to grab some seeds. So 1 of each of the seeds. Let's grab some lettuce. Put these in here. So yeah, this is going to be just like that. I will let them finish that one off. And then we'll go from here. Got some... nope, don't take the whole thing. Just grab 1. So yeah, we'll let them finish that off. And I'm just going to keep going from here. And then they'll come along, finish that off. Okay, so that's good. And then we'll just go through this entire sequence here. They'll eventually close those boxes back up. I'm not going to worry about that. I could go and close all those boxes up, but I'm just not that interested in doing that right now. That's good. We're halfway home. Here's the broccoli. Chopping broccoli. It's going to go there. Okay, and this won't take them too long to finish because we're doing more than half the work ourselves. Turnips are here. And then we'll make sure to get those all sprinkled when we're done. So the last one we've got is bok choy. That's all we're missing. Let me make sure I got that. Broccoli, turnips, yeah, bok choy. It's the last one we got here. Now I could put fertilizer on all these. I'm not going to worry about doing that. That's going to take more time than I'm interested in spending right now. I maybe could do it as a thing tomorrow, but I'm not going to worry about it now. And now I'm going to go back here and I'm going to close these boxes and put them back up because it's going to drive me crazy otherwise. And that's a short putt for me. There. So those are now all closed again. And I feel better. And I think they're done. They are done. Sprinklers activated. Those are now all sprinkled. I'm going to take this empty box. We're going to throw it into the box shelf up here. Or are they already full? They're both already full. So I'm going to throw it in the garbage. And everything's good. So that's all set. We now have another greenhouse that's ready to rock with everything that we have for all of these guys that got really run through after our last harvest, just because we only had one box of each of them, or one table of each of them that was available to sell, and that was just not nearly enough. But now we're going to rectify that. And tomorrow, we're going to have big veggies on day 56. It is big veggie time. I am here for it. The other thing I got to see is whether or not we have a shelf for big veggies. We do. We did save some room for big veggies, so we're good there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for the 4 new big veggies we've got. That is good. And you can see we're already that low on all of our stuff that is that we just put into our new greenhouse there. That's how little we have available at this point. So hopefully we're going to be able to work on that. With hopefully we're going to see a lot of improvement now that we have that new greenhouse there. That is the hope, at least. And now let's go ahead. We're going to take these, run these into this greenhouse. So we'll set that there. That'll be fine. Take our soil bag. I did not mean to grab the soil bag. I meant to grab the entire box, and unfortunately you can't put the soil bag back into the box for reasons completely unknown. I wish I knew why you couldn't do that, but you can't. And I don't know if I can put it up on the shelf. Let me see whether or not we can. I hope that there's a spot for one of them on the shelf. We're going to find out. So let's take a look. Is there a spot for soil on the shelf? Or is the shelf already full? Shelf is already full. So it's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. It's okay. It'll all be good there. They're working on all the gardening. They're now taking all this stuff. So these are the carrots. We're going to get all this fixed up here. So carrots, those are all full. Oh, nope, that one's not full. Okay, so now that's fixed up. Tomatoes, that is fixed up. Banana peppers. Okay, so these are the ones that now need to start going into our new shelves here. So there's that. That one's done. And they also need a place on the, they need a place in the storage room as well, which is why they're not being touched at all, because they just have, they have no idea what to do with any of this. They're like, what do I do? I have no clue. Bell peppers, right there. And that's all we've got. That I've got to get a second greenhouse going for all of that, because those are all in big pots, and it's, yeah. That's basically the entire crop of them. So we got to work on getting more of those. And the eggplant. Done. Let's go ahead, get the store running. Day 56. Store is open for your convenience. We have everything back here taken care of, so they must be finished. And if they're finished, we're going to go ahead and get everything here sprinkled. So that's good. Those are all set. And then this. And then at some point, we are also going to be able to get the trinket that gives us like the big sprinkler, the master sprinkler. I can't remember when we get that. It might be at when did we get that trinket? Is it level 40 or is it level 43? It is level 48, the master sprinkler valve. So we're a long way off from that one. We don't have to worry about that one anytime soon. I thought that was one that we were going to have. I could spend $55 to make all of our customers move faster. I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I could, but that's not really a big thing for me right now. So I think we're going to hold off. But the one thing I do need to do is make sure that we have all of our product back here, because I've not looked at that in a while. So let's get everything ordered back here that we need. Have I mentioned how much I love my scanner? I love that tool so much. It is my favorite of all of my trinkets. It makes my life so simple. I don't know where I'd be without it. It is a wonderful thing having that. Now that I've gotten all my product back there and I've taken care of that, next thing we're going to do, we're going to get yet another greenhouse. So we're going to go here, expand again, greenhouse once more, level 5 or greenhouse number 5. Cue the fanfare. And we're going to set that up with a sprinkler, as always. And then that is going to be for all of our big veggies again. So we're going to duplicate everything we have in big veggie land. Let's go ahead and I'm going to just order all of the big ones that we need there. So we're going to do another 8 tables. So let's start working on that. So it's going to be shop. And then we're going to go here, furniture, 8 stands. And we're going to start building out greenhouse number 5 and get that set up for big veggies. Oh, and then I got to take that, and that has to go into the other room. That has to go into the other greenhouse that we got. So now, this is going to get interesting because now we're going to have like 2 rows of greenhouses, and hopefully our gardeners are not going to go absolutely insane with that. But I think they'll be okay. I hope they'll be okay. I'm really hoping they'll be okay. And yeah, this is where I wish that you could move these more than one at a time, because this is now involving a lot of running, and I don't need to get this many steps. But that's kind of where we are. And I've got a feeling we're going to need like 3 of these greenhouses when it's all said and done, just because these things that are big take up a lot of greenhouse space. And at some point, I probably will need to start moving some of those boxes out just to give me more room and the ability to use more of my greenhouses more efficiently. But for now, I'm just going to keep going like this. And then I'll consider it another time. So, all right, there's those 4. Yeah, because I could put 4 more there and put the box there, and that would give me another round of big veggies in that one for sure. And still have the box in there and just push the box further back. So that might be something I also do. Now that one is further back, closer to the edge of the greenhouse. So then that means that all of these can be pushed back 1 notch. And I somehow missed that, or did I? Or no, I guess I, yeah, I did. So these are 1 notch out too far. That one's 1 notch out too far. Okay, now we're good. Still got 3 more of these we got to put up. This is, again, going to take almost all day to do. They're still getting everything restocked from the order I did. So my restockers are secretly angry at me. I don't even think I can hire another one of them, because I think I've got all the ones that are available. Let's take a look, see if I could get a 4th restocker if I wanted to. So expand, stockers. No, level 45. So it'll be quite a bit before we're able to get restocker number 4, and the other 3 are just secretly plotting my demise. And it's okay. It's not the first time it's happened. It won't be the last. So I'll get used to it again. I know how much they love it when I do stuff like this, when I order 50 boxes of product and leave them all outside the front door. It's their favorite thing in the universe. They just love it, love it, love it. All right, so these are now ready to go. Now, if I remember right, so we're going to have, these are going to hold how many? They hold 8 each. So I need 16 boxes of the large pots. So we got to get 16 boxes of those. That's what we did last time. So that's not under expand, it's under shop. So 16 boxes of large pots, which are under gardening. So let's do this. And these will all go right on the dolly, I think. Wherever I left the dolly, it's right over there. And if the restockers take some of them, that's okay. It's no worries. Yeah, and they're all on there. Trust me. If you look way up, there they are. They're all secure for now. It'll be okay. And then where is the greenhouse? Yeah, my greenhouse, my gardeners are like, yeah, I'm not responsible for this. I have I absolve all responsibility of this. Yeah, and that's going to go timber right on me, and it's okay. At least they fell in a good spot. That's all I want. And I need to get another garbage can. So let's do that. I need 2 new garbage cans. So junk, 2 trash cans. So I got to put one by the other greenhouse, and I got to put one by this greenhouse. So let's do that. I'll worry about the one by this greenhouse first, and then I'll worry about the one by the other greenhouse later. So this is just going to go here, like that. Level 39, cool. I need like basically 9 more levels so I can get the master sprinkler. So just a little ways to go. The day is over, but we are still taking care of the last of the customers here. So hopefully I'll be able to get most of this done in a hurry, and then get this all ready to go by the time all of our customers are out here, or maybe not. So that person's over there saying that they have no space for that box. I don't know what box they're trying to put away, but they're stuck in a loop saying that there's no space for that box. I hope they break that loop, because otherwise that could be a cause for concern. No, they broke the loop, so they're good. They just were really insistent that they could not take that box and put it where they wanted to put it. I don't know why they were trying, but they were. But it's okay. They seem like they're all right now. And now it's about this time that I realized that, yeah, I could have kept that one little bag of soil that I had open and not thrown it away, because I could have used it in here. But it's okay. I didn't want that soil anyway. I think it went bad. I don't think that the nutrient content in it was very good, so that's why I got rid of it. Yeah, that's it. Sure, whatever. You'll believe me. Let's see. Soil bag. Let's do this. All right. Drop that right there. Throw that on there and run it back here. Run. So let's drop that and see how many of these I need. I don't think I need much soil for this. Yeah, we don't need a whole lot of soil for this. I remember that. So what we've got in this bag should be enough. Or in that box, rather, should be enough. Yeah, it will be. We only need 1 full bag and then a partial to finish this off. And these we will fertilize, because we're in a desperate need for this stuff. A very desperate need for this stuff. And I will save the rest of this soil bag. I'll just leave it sitting underneath here for when we set up our new greenhouse. And then I will left click that, not right click that, and put this back up on the shelf over here. So that's done. And I'll close that box up so it doesn't drive me crazy. Now I need one of each of these. So we're going to do this. So we've got, again, we're going to go potatoes on both sides like this. And I don't think that they'll touch those. So those I've got to throw away because they won't do anything with that if I leave it there. Let's see. Banana peppers. Ready to go there. Restockers are still restocking, so that's good. At least they're not. At least I'm not the last one doing things around here. If the restockers are still working, that's good for me. It means I am not the last one to act, which I normally am. And then we've only got one thing left here. Oh, the bell peppers are actually gone. I wonder if they were in there restocking them, maybe. Potentially. And then the eggplant. Eggplant. All good. Take that. And then we just want I think one bag of fertilizer will do it. So if I go here, fertilizer, one bag. I think this will be enough to fertilize everything in there. So let's go ahead and do that. And if I have enough to then fertilize the other big ones, I might do that too. Because we really need these as quickly as we can, because we're just so short on these compared to all the other veggies we've got. So that one's done, and we'll use the rest of this on our other one here. So right over here. And then we'll get one more bag of fertilizer to put on the rest of those. So let's get one more bag from there. Okay. And we'll put the rest of that on these here. So that will all grow in basically 3 days now instead of 4, which we really need. And then I'll take the rest of this, and I think I'm going to put it on the stuff that's in our new greenhouse here. So we'll just go down the front of each row here and do as much of it as we can here. We may not get all of it, but we'll at least get some of it. So we'll get 4 of those. I'm not going to do the rest of it. I'll just leave the rest of it alone. All right, so that's good. Now we got to sprinkle everything. Okay, that I think is already sprinkled. Yeah, that's sprinkled. I may have, oh, actually, you know what? I may have sprinkled all this now that I think about it. Yeah, that's sprinkled. That is, yeah, that looks sprinkled. It is. And that is sprinkled. So the only one I don't have sprinkled is this one back here. And now it is. So everything is sufficiently sprinkled. We've still got $6,700. That is good news. The restockers are still restocking. They finally got all the stuff from the sidewalk out. So that's good. Let's go ahead get into one more day here. So we'll make our way to day 57 and see how we look after that. So no messing about. Let's get right to it. Day 57. Stores open for your convenience. We got 2 new greenhouses up and functioning to give us all the stuff we've got here because we're running out of all of it. So we'll hopefully have more not too long. And I got to get everything else with those greenhouses completely up and going now. I probably only need one of these things in each of the greenhouses, but I've been putting 2 there just, I guess, for overkill. But yeah, we probably only need the one, and we'd be all right. Nothing is going to grow in here or be harvested in here, so I can just go ahead and get that one all sprinkled. That one will all happen tomorrow, and then the next day. Everything here can get sprinkled because nothing's going to grow in, or nothing's going to get harvested here. Things are going to grow in here. They're not going to get harvested here. Same with this. Okay. So that's done. And I might, yeah, I wonder, can I get, oh, yeah, that's right. I can't get 4 tables in there, but I can in the other. So I'm going to have to start using these spaces more efficiently for all of our big veggies. I do believe, because the big veggies are really the issue we've got here, uh, just because of the limited amount that we can put in a greenhouse. Okay, so we need 2 more storage racks. These carrots need to find a home. Those have found a home. These tomatoes need to find a home. And they have. That's all we got out here. These guys are done doing all the planting and all the harvesting. So we can go ahead and get everything sprinkled again. So this is all good. Got that all set. Perfect. Now I need 2 new storage. I need 4 new storage racks because I need 2 for there. I need 2 for there. So let's go ahead and get 4 of those. And it's going to be the halves, not the fulls. And then we're going to set those all up with seeds. So let's go ahead, get all these placed, and then we're just going to take some of the seeds and put them in these racks to the extent that such a thing is possible. In some cases, it's not because we're out of some of these. Oh no, we're not. So I can do this. So I'm going to put those there. I'm going to put those there, and then I'm going to put those there. And then we'll do the same thing with the others here. Just so that way the restockers will know where all this stuff goes. And I can just reorder from the other one when I do my next massive order of all the things that I need, which will happen very, very soon. Okay, so we got lettuce. Yeah, because I grabbed from the left one before. So onions, onion, oui, oui, and garlic. So that's good. Now we just got to grab the ones for the for back here. So let's set that up. And then take the dolly and put it somewhere else. Because the dolly is completely in the way where it is right now. So that'll go there. And I need some potatoes. Oh, I don't even have bell peppers. So I got to order some bell peppers. Let's do that right now. Get those. Drop that there. I might even, oh shoot, I might add some in the back. No, I don't have any in the back here. That's right, I don't. Because I don't have, the only place where I have them is back here. I don't have them in the storeroom. Because I don't have them duplicated. I've got plenty out here by the greenhouses, and as a result of having them by the greenhouses, I do not have them in storage, in the storage racks, in the storage room. Words, they're all there. As always, they just have difficulties. All right, potatoes. We've got our banana peppers. So yeah, we're just going to take all this, throw all this back here. So that way everything back there has a home. And the restockers would know where it goes if I were to order it. There's some bell peppers and some eggplant. So there's all that. Now we can go ahead and start ordering all the stuff that we need back here. So let's do this. Massive order of seeds. Restockers are going to love this. They're going to just be thrilled at what we're about to do here now. They're going to be like, Rusty, I'm going to hurt you badly. And I get it. I totally do. But we need to do it. It needs to be done, so it's okay. I can't do anything about it. We've got to get these things all filled up here. And it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's okay. It's fine. All right, so that's all good. Ready to rock. Let's also, do I want to order anything here? No, my restockers are busy enough as it is. I'm not gonna have them want to do even more of a harm on me by getting all the other stuff that we need back here in the back room, because they're already pretty mad as it is. They're like, what is this? We did this once already this episode. And I know. It's part of the life of a Rusty Champaign restocker. I apologize. Now I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to start setting up 4 of these and moving some of these racks out. So yeah, we're going to push this rack out to the back here, right back there. And we're going to get 4 more tables and start putting more big stuff there, because we just need lots of bigs. So we're only do 1 greenhouse with this because the day's already over. So we're just going to set up 1 greenhouse like this, and that's going to give us another round of bigs. So furniture. 4 more gardening stands. Let's do this one more time. It's been all about the greenhouses today. Just getting them all the way that we want them. And I got to move this trinket. This can go up to the front. So we'll put it over here right about there. Restockers will love getting sprinkled every time they walk by and put stuff into the storage room. They'll be more than thrilled about that. It's not been a good day for the restockers. It really is not. They are going to definitely send an angrily worded letter for the things that have been happening here today. Okay, and that goes there. Okay. There's actually a spot where that can go closer to the wall, but I'm not going to do that now because all the others are not in the right spot. So if they're not in the right spot, then I'm not going to put all of these new ones in the right spot, because that would just be a lot. Okay, and that will go there. Will it? It should. Why is it not? What? Oh, there's a watering can there. That's why it's not. I'm like, why are you not going there? It's because of that watering can. That's what was blocking it. All right. We still got people buying stuff. The restockers are still busy restocking stuff. So much to their chagrin, they are. So let's do that. I need 2, 4, 6, 8 bottles of large. Let me find another shelf. They're desperately trying to find a place to put those seeds. Like I said, it's not been a good day for them. 8 more things to grow pots. So let's do that. Dolly, I left in the store. And none of those boxes got harmed on the way through the store. They were all perfectly good. Just like that. Are those going to tip? No, they may actually stay there. As long as we don't get a strong breeze, we might be all right. So let's just grab one. Just like that. Don't put the box up there. That doesn't work. It's not the way that works. Okay. Yeah, we'll get all these set up. This won't take that long, I don't think. It won't take as long as it did before. And I'll save those seeds for when we do this again. Because we'll go through this process again in another greenhouse. So I'll save my seed packets for when we do this in another greenhouse, so I don't waste each of the little seed bags. Although we have so many of those seed bags, it wouldn't really be a big deal if we did. And the seed bags themselves are really not that expensive. But we'll try to not be wasteful. All right, I need probably one. Yeah, just I'll need 2 bags of soil. Yeah, 2 bags of soil for sure here. So let's do that. And I ran the wrong way. I know I still have some of that soil that is in the greenhouse back there, so I could grab that as well. So let's do that. Well, actually, I'm going to need a full one here. So I'm going to need more than what I had there. What I had in that one bag wasn't going to be enough to cover this. But I will leave that down there. So now I got 2 partials. Okay, so now we're going to start grabbing all the seeds. So 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. And again, I'll just leave that there for when we do that again in another place. And just drop that there. And then we got ourselves some bell peppers and the eggplant, and that'll be it. And I'll get some fertilizer on all those. Did I save the fertilizer? No, I didn't, because we used up the whole bag. That's right. I remember that. We used the rest of the bag on the other greenhouse. Why am I taking the whole box? I do not need the whole box. Don't take the whole box. All right, so those are good. Yeah, let's get some fertilizer on all that stuff. So close that up. Oh, the box is empty. That's not going to work. Okay, no problem there. And fertilizer. Fertilizer is apparently empty. So let's get some fertilizer. All right, that'll take care of that. I will grab one of these boxes, throw it up here, grab a bag, and get this fertilized. All right, so that's good. And hit that all up with sprinkles. So now we've got that one pretty well fully utilized. We're going to have to do a similar kind of thing over here. I'm not going to get everything done, but I'm going to move these box racks out just in preparation of it. So that way we know next time we get in, yeah, we're going to have 4 more tables that go here. They're going to be basically duplicating everything that we have over there. And then I don't know, I mean, I guess I could do the same thing over here, but at that point we might have enough large veggies to get through this. But we're in better shape now. We've got this greenhouse fully set up, ready to go. It's got its own garbage can. We've got this greenhouse back here set up, ready to go. I'll grab our dolly on the way. This has all of our large veggies in it as well, so it's duplicating the one over there. And we've added more large veggies over here to give us even more of them, because again, that was the thing that we were having the biggest struggle keeping into place. So anything we can do to give ourselves more large veggies, we're definitely making strides towards that. And hopefully it will be enough. I've got a feeling it won't, but fingers crossed. That is going to be all for this one, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really like this video, I'd love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champaign, and we will see you later.